Hi, my name is Brianna Widner, and I'm the Community Science Specialist for Woodland Park Zoo. As Woodland Park Zoo's Community Science Specialist, I have a really neat, diverse job. We have a portfolio of different community science programs that the zoo runs, and community science is really when you include the community in research, and you can do that in many different ways. You can either go out to the community and see what they're interested in and co-develop a project with them, or what the zoo's done predominantly up to this point is we have a research project, and we've invited the community in to help us actually be able to answer those questions. So what that means, like day to day, is I'm recruiting folks into these different programs. I'm training them on how to do different scientific protocols, and then I team them up into miniature groups, and they go out and do these science projects together. And then behind the scenes, I'm helping clean their data, get them all their gear, cheer them on. I'm sort of like the soccer mom for these teams, getting them everything they need and making sure things run smoothly. We use that data to help answer these bigger conservation questions we might have. We help local land managers better manage their property to help support these animals. And we do a lot of outreach and coexistence work with the data too. So trying to help people figure out how to better live with the wildlife neighbors that they have. So education-wise to get here, it was a bit circuitous. I thought I was going to be a psych major until like my junior year of college. And in the meantime, I was really just focused on being on the fencing team. And then I realized, oh wow, I don't want to be a psych major, but I have very little time to figure out what I want to do. Thankfully, I had a professor who was really into Charles Darwin, and I got to learn a lot about him. It's like, oh, biology is really cool. Because when you go to college, sometimes you might be in like a weed out class, and that was my first bio experience. It's like 300 plus people who wanted to be doctors, and I was not. So I thought I wasn't into bio. Sometimes you find a little niche, got redirected, found a salamander under a rock in a class. I was like, whoa, salamanders, this is amazing. And then took some internships in the interim, which I would highly recommend. I figured out what I want to do way more during internships than during school. And then I stumbled into a grad program at Purdue University helping hellbender salamanders. And through that, got to work with people, realized, oh, working with community, you actually have to do that to conserve species, because without the people, nothing's going to happen. So it was a bit of a stumbling journey there, but bio with a lot of internships and random stuff in the interim. So I would just say try a lot of things and don't be afraid to change, because I got a lot of pivots on my journey. I thought I was going to be this, nope, I'm going to be this. And even right now, I'm like, I don't know what's next. Like, I don't have a 10-year vision. I'm enjoying this now and getting a lot of skills and like a network of really neat people, and I don't know what's going to be next. You don't know what's going to interest you until you do it. I have quite a few volunteers who will follow up with me after the season, and they're like, whoa, I never knew that this was my passion until I just tried it. People I love to have on my team, people who will respond to emails or texts. So good communicators. It might seem like a small thing, but gosh darn it, if you can't get someone to answer your email, you can't really get anything done. So someone who will respond, people who have good follow through. So even if it takes them a week or so to get back to you, if they say they'll do something by a deadline and they do it, amazing. One thing we really emphasize in our teams is we want conservation to be something that everyone can be a part of, and we'll create a kind, safe space for anybody I want to put on that team. So they're very respectful of each other, they're respectful of the different people they're going to run into out in the urban parks, and they're respectful of the wildlife they're interacting with.